But I've got the Mueller report.
Welcome back in, everybody. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to thank our partners, McGalley Health Group, for sponsoring us with the golf balls, which we gave a couple to Owen Bousman, and special guest on the show, junior golfer. Give Dr. McGalley a shout at 805-461-8822, healthyslowcounty.com, and our one and only, very only, Nicki Anderson, realtor, broker associate. Give Nicki a call today at 805-235-3327. You want to list a home, you want to buy a home, talk property, talk real estate laws. Would that be right?
Yeah, if you want to talk
Legalese.
about legal real estate, whatever, that's kind of boring. But let's talk about the market and what you're doing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
hey,
nice.
interest rates are going back down, I saw. So get a hold of Nicki, 805-235-3327. Also has a beautiful condominium in Hawaii. Visit golftalkradio.com, click on the picture for the VRBO listing at vrbo.com, listing number 614266. And it's now time for our Mulligan report.
Well, I wanted, as you all know, today is the 23rd of March, and the Mueller report was just turned in. If you guys
did I say that right, though?
No, you're good.
Okay.
So the Mueller, if you guys have watched any politics, this guy's been doing an investigation into the Russian collusion and stuff for almost 2 years now. A year and a half, the most. So people don't know that the tour has a guy and a special counsel named Mulligan. So he just turned in his first Mulligan report yesterday as well. So it's kind of interesting. Mulligan.
Coincide.
How interesting is that?
Crazy is that those names are so similar.
That's amazing.
So he's an investigator on the tour, and his job is to investigate, and if there's any crimes or any issues, he brings them out. They both turned in their reports the same day, which I find absolutely incredible. But this is the first tour player to be suspended, or at least publicly, for drug abuse. Robert Garrigus, Robert Garrigus,
yes.
This guy? Which the tour defines as an anti-doping manual as recreational drugs that are oftentimes obtained illegally. Here is the full statement from the tour. The PGA Tour announced today that Robert Garrigus has violated the PGA Tour anti-doping program by testing positive for the substance identified as drug of abuse, which was marijuana. According to the PGA Tour conduct, applies to violations involving drugs and abuse. He has been suspended for a period of 3 months. Here's a statement from Mr. Garrigus. First, I want to apologize to my family, my sponsors, my fellow. It got cut off here, so I don't know if I can read it. My fellow tour players, and for my actions. I'd like to first apologize to the many who have supported me throughout my career. As he shared with others, he's overcoming addiction and achieving my dream of playing on the PGA Tour. I sincerely apologize and hope I can make it up to all of you through my actions.
So he's saying he's addicted?
Yeah, so he says, after a long period of sobriety, I relapsed and subsequently failed the test for marijuana, a drug that I use legal. And a drug that is although is legal in many states, is not under the PGA Tour's anti-doping rules. I mentioned that it is legal states, not as an excuse, but as a word of warning to many people smoking marijuana. Legal doesn't mean it's addictive. It doesn't mean it isn't addictive, and legal aren't potentially severe consequences if you use it. I will take this time away from golf to work with my family, work on my sobriety. It doesn't matter if you are 1 day or 1 week or 9 months. Being clean, one step, one lapse in judgment can impact your life. So he is going to take the time. He's apologized to the tour, his fellow players, and his family, and he's going to work in 3 months to get himself sober and away from it. So that's the official Mulligan report that was turned in yesterday.
Wow.
So I hate to bring up the legal stuff. It's just not, but it's part of the report that people have been waiting for, and we'll see what comes next in the report. But
I had no idea that they had someone like that.
That they had that rule?
That they had Mulligan guy.
Yeah, how close, the name Mueller and Mulligan? I mean, come on. It's just very, but it's a hard job, too. How would you going out there looking for issues?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that job.
No.
So, but it's the first time that someone's been suspended, and I didn't know that they were regularly testing, but they are.
That's the first time that someone's been suspended?
It's the first PGA Tour pro to be suspended.
Wasn't VJ suspended?
For drug.
Wasn't VJ suspended for deer antler spray?
Horse tranquilizers.
No, deer antler spray.
It was deer antler stuff. Yeah.
This is at least publicly for a drug. I don't know if he was ever suspended. I think he was reprimanded. I don't know if he was suspended because it's just what it says here. This is the first pro to be suspended, at least publicly, but for drug abuse. So they defines as anti-doping. I know that there was an issue with the deer antler stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyways, that's not my report. That is Robert Mulligan's report.
Wow.
And both names are Robert. How amazing is that? So
The coincidence is uncanny.
it really is incredible.
Especially coming out the same day.
Did I hear you talking about a doob in the middle of all that?
No.
Could have sworn I heard sound effects.
I think it was the air conditioner.
So it's been quite a week. What do you guys, what are you doing?
So
I'm
what's-
going to Phoenix. I'm flying off to Phoenix this week,
When do you leave for Phoenix?
Wednesday morning.
Wow.
I'm flying
I'll be
out
back
to
Sunday.
Portland Wednesday morning.
We were supposed to. How much many minutes do we have?
We got about 5.
So let's talk about, Nicki,
Yeah.
your whirlwind golf tour.
I had a crazy week of
What
golf.
have what's been happening?
Yeah.
Facebook's been buzzing off people, pictures everywhere. What have you been doing?
I went up and I played the San Francisco City Championship.
Harding Park?
Harding Park.
Did you play
TPC.
both courses or you play just one of them?
No, just Harding Park. And 2 days.
Great
Saturday,
course.
Sunday. Then I came home and I played team play at Chalk Mountain on Monday. Then
So
I
you were up there, came back.
came back. Then team play was Monday. And
Chalk Mountain. How did you do?
Chalk Mountain, we actually did well. My partner and I tied the 2 girls in that we were playing against, which is good at Chalk.
What was
because,
the tournament at Harding? City Championship?
San Francisco City. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Which-
it's a busy place at Harding Park.
But you have to mention, too, that you almost didn't find out. They had to change the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
They
it was
changed the
supposed
whole
to be a
format and everything.
qualifier the week before.
I was supposed to caddy for her.
Mike was supposed to caddy for me, and then they had this year for the first time they had a senior women division, and so we like a week before we were supposed to go. All of a sudden, I get this email saying, "Oh, we've changed it." And
Changed the
now it's
date?
a 36-hole competition the following
Is
weekend
it
instead of
fair to assume they did it because of the wetness of the golf course and all
No.
the rains?
no, because the women's championship continued to go the same day. I think they just
To just put the old people on a different day.
didn't want the complexities of having to
A
have
bunch of geriatrics out there.
match play with only that few. There's no reason to have a qualifier.
Can you use walkers when you're out there and playing?
Actually, everyone was walking.
So they have the little walkers?
No,
No.
pull cards.
So do yours have a seat on it where you can rest?
No, no,
Oxygen bottles?
no.
Okay, just curious.
Those would be for me.
Me too. So
But it
I
was
was
a
kidding.
bummer. It was
so
a
the
bummer
seniors
because
played
then
a
Mike
different day
couldn't
than the
go.
ladies. Is that what you're saying? So when you went
This
out,
time-
it was just the
usually-
seniors?
Yeah,
Oh.
and usually, well, we had the guys in front of us playing match play.
Well,
There's
maybe
a
it's
ton
'cause
of
there's
people
so
on the
many
course.
senior ladies that you guys have just inundated the course. I mean, it could be a numbered thing. I mean, it could be a million. How many were there? Of you?
There was only 11,
Oh.
12. Yeah,
Oh.
there
have-
wasn't very many.
Did
Which-
they have oxygen tank stations,
I think-
like
Did all
replacement
11
stations?
finish?
No,
See, I tell you. Poor lady. Is she
one
okay?
was disqualified and one withdrew. I don't know why.
Did they take her out in an ambulance?
No.
Or? No.
Oxygen tank checkpoints?
Yeah. Do you like
No.
everything?
No.
No, that would be your previous
That
news
would be
report.
me. That would be me.
That was Robert Kerrigan.
Yeah.
So do you have like EMTs follow your groups around
No.
just in case?
No.
Just in case. There's like every group's got an ambulance.
They do.
Just kind of
They
on
got
call, like creeping
EMTs.
along with them.
So
They do have the guys
defibrillators
super-
with you.
They do have the guys super senior league though. They might have some of that.
They only play downhill holes, right? Because the wheelchairs leave marks on the green is the big question.
Oh gosh, yes.
Sorry, Nicki. You mentioned seniors. So you played in that. You guys made it through. Most of you did. Some of you had to wheel off, but
Yeah.
some of you made it. You came back, played your ladies' things at Chalk, did well as a team.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then I played more the next day.
Morrow the next day.
Yeah.
So this is 2 at 36 at Harding, Chalk Mountain, then tomorrow the
Uh-huh.
next day.
Yeah. And then Wednesday I spread bark in my front yard.
How is Bark? Doing all right?
It's great. Believe me. Mike knows how much better your yard looks when you get it done.
Oh, yes,
But I had to go get a load of bark in my truck. A yard and a half
A
of
yard
bark.
of bark.
A yard and a half of bark in
That's
my
a
truck.
lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a
So,
yard and a half. So
yeah.
does it take 1 yard to cover your yard?
No, it takes more.
So why don't
We
they-
have to
why
get
don't they call
more.
it more than a yard?
It should be more than a yard. Actually, what I figured out is that you know what a yard
A
is?
square, 3 foot square of
A
stuff.
yard is 2 skip loader full of bark. So a half a yard is one load.
No, they make many different
'Cause the
size
guy-
skip loaders.
he-
I had the
he
they're
goes
called
over and
Skippy.
he
The-
gets
the
one
little
load,
John Deere Skippy is a little
dumps
half
it
the
in.
size of the normal skip loader. Little Skippy.
Well, it
Then
wasn't
you
a
got
Skippy.
Big Skip.
I don't know.
Who's like a big
Yeah.
bulldozer.
Well, the one where I went, it was one load of that. Was that?
Google this. What's a yard of? So you could get a yard of topsoil. I think it's a square yard. I think that's what it is.
My
What-
internet's
I'll
down.
tell you what it was, and wasn't
sorry.
enough.
All right. So you needed more than a yard for your
Yeah.
yard. Is what
Yeah.
you're saying. So
And
what-
then the
what-
next
not enough
day,
plow.
I left that. That project was done.
All right. So
And then the next day, 6:30 in the morning, got up, drove up to Monterey, play at Carmel Valley Ranch
with a buddy.
with a group of 12. Yeah, buddies.
More people played in the Carmel Valley Ranch than they did in the Super Senior tournament. up at
Exactly.
That's true.
Interesting.
Wow.
Did everybody
Yeah.
did everybody finish the Carmel
Yeah.
Valley Ranch?
Yeah. Yep.
Did
And
you, do
there
you
was
play
no-
the senior tees?
No.
Just asking.
No.
Not to get all snippy.
I'm not snippy.
So was it? That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
and
one of your favorite courses. You said.
it is one of my favorite courses.
So
We played that 2 days in a row.
Do we have about a minute?
We have 30 seconds.
Okay, then I want something to ponder. We come back next time we see you. I want to know what makes a good golf course. I want you to tell me. What,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Well, here's something to ponder, people. Are you ready? Are you guys listening?
Yes. Yes, we're pondering.
Excuse me. I gotta get ready for this. Golf is a day spent in a round of strenuous idleness.
Keep it on course, everybody.